Hi, I'm Jonathan Legg. I just came back from filming in Asia, went up to visit my folks in Portland, met with my sister, who's a couple years younger than I am, and we had an interesting conversation about romance and relationships, as we often do. She said something that caught my attention, and I want to pass it on. She talked about how in her past she's dated guys who were a little bit like an unbroken horse, like a Mustang or like a bull, like a powerful force, a guy with potential, but it needed to be wrangled. It needed to be carved and refined. And that strategy, she's come to realize, never works out. But she contemplated, where did she get this idea? And then she gestured at me, Mr. LA here, and said, from Hollywood. Of course. How many movies have we seen? How many rom-coms where you've got the hard-to-hold guy loving the woman, but he's inconsistent, he's hurting her feelings, he's not really attached, and then at the end of the movie, because she persists in her love, he realizes his fault, and he comes barreling through the crowd, or he walks over the crowd, or he makes this gigantic effort to show her that he has changed, he's transformed, now he's ready to dedicate, he's ready to go deep into love. Does this happen in real life? Well, yes and no. Let me explain. I believe romance and relationships obviously are transformational. There's been a lot of things on my path that's led me to who I am today. Travel, books, psychedelic experiences, deep thought. But the thing that's transformed me the most have been relationships, either friendships or romantic relationships. And romantic relationships have a tendency to really get in there and uncover all your little flaws if you are willing to see them. And I think that's the key. God knows that I've been in many relationships in my life where I was that untamed Mustang. And maybe the woman thought, I can get this potential out of him. But it never happened because I wasn't ready for that. Only in the relationships and recently where I was coming in ready to change and adapt and figure things out by changing myself was I able to change myself. So for example, the last relationship I came into, I read books, I saw a therapist at one point, I considered after arguments, how do I feel, how much of this was my fault, where do my emotions come in, how did I phrase things, and did I phrase them in a hurtful way, or did I take ownership of my feelings? And only with this thought process was I able to grow. But in the past, I thought, hey, I'm a totally stable guy. And if there was a problem, it was largely the girl's problem. And it's just not working out. And I would walk really fast. So relationships do have the power to transform you. But the key is you have to be coming into them willing to be transformed. Otherwise, don't count on any change from a guy or for a girl unless you see this person is on a path to become a better version of themselves and that they see a relationship as a tool for growth, not only for themselves but also for you. It's something, it's a container in which the two of you can rise together. Yeah, that's the thought of the day. You disagree? Do you have a different opinion? Let me know. I'm Jonathan Legg.